Hello everyone, my name is Cheryl and this is Pinay Abroad. And today I'm discussing something new because as you can see I'm in a very new place, and this is because we moved to our own house after 5 years of being together. And I wanted to discuss how, at least procedural wise, how we were able to obtain a house here. So, if you're a Filipina living abroad or Filipino living abroad, at some point, maybe you'll be buying a house, but I guess just to give you an idea how it goes, at least in my state, here in Washington State, and how the experience went for me, or procedure-wise, how it went for me, uh, you know, in the future, you will hopefully have some tips and hopefully learn something from this. So, here we go. Okay, one thing that you need to do when you're buying a house is not look for a house first. You have to go for a pre-quote at a bank, basically pre-approval from a bank, and they may term it differently depending on what bank you use. But you have to go to the bank first and make sure that you get approved for a certain amount. Let's just say you go to the bank, your credit rating is good, you have a stable source of income, you've been in your company or whatever work you have for the past 6 years, your W-2s are in order, yada yada yada, and they will pre-approve you or deny you for a bank loan. So the first thing to do is get a bank loan. Like I said, go to the bank, and after they quote you a pre-approval rate, that's when you start looking for a house. And from what I have read online, which I did, is get a realtor that lives or knows the area. And that's one thing that happened to me. I use USAA as a bank, and I got my realtor from them. I was pre-approved by them, and after that pre-approved, they also have this program called Movers Advantage, and a certain portion, or they will refund you or give you money for using the program, and it's not substantial, but it helps, probably depending on how expensive the house is, how much the house you would buy, to at least offset the first month's payment, more or less. And so I did that, USAA, Movers Advantage, and they assigned me a realtor who lives in the county at least. But if you have the choice to choose any realtor, I would recommend someone who actually lives in town or so close to town, or who have experience dealing with residential areas in wherever place you want to live. That's one thing. So let's just say you got your quote and you have a general idea about where you want to live, and hopefully you also have a general idea what kind of house you're willing to settle for. 2-bedroom, 3-bedroom, 1 bath, 2 baths. Maybe if you have kids, you'll be willing to stretch to a 3-bedroom, 4-bedroom place with at least 2 baths kind of thing. If you're like a couple only with a single child, like us, then you'll be fine with a 2-bedroom, 1 bath, or 2 baths would be more perfect for you guys, because if someone is using a bathroom, you want someone, you want to be able to go to the bathroom yourself. So anyway, so another thing you have to consider besides the price, because when you get your bank approval, you have to search that area if there's any kind of house that would be pleasing or something you can compromise on, or at least if approval rate is enough for you to buy a house in that area, because some areas will have more expensive housing than others. And yeah, so after you've settled to a house that you want to buy with your realtor, I'm sure he or she will show you a couple of houses from, your preferences, like I said. And if you have kids, of course, one of the preferences, at least in mine, is how close it is to the best school in the area. And some of the sites like Zillow, I saw like a rating of the schools in the area through their help. And with my own research as well from there, how far is it from the city? How far is it from the highway? Yada, yada, yada. So if you have kids, it's also important, besides the, living near the school, if there are any sex predator in the area, along that house. And yeah, the thing is, in our case, we had to go for a particularly stricter requirement, I guess, because of the type of loan we had. It's called a VA loan, and for a VA loan, you need to have a DD 214, I believe. And it's like a form saying that you've been honorably dismissed and you've served time during wartime, I guess, even though you're not in any kind of zone or dangerous area. But if you're in the military here in the US, you are granted the title of a veteran if you actually served during a time where the US is engaging in some sort of, Anyway, that's another different subject. So my husband is particularly a veteran, and he has the eligibility to apply for a VA loan. For VA loans, at least, you can buy, well, at least in my area or wherever you are, it might depend on whatever their criteria is, but in my area, they won't allow us to buy a mobile home. We were hoping for just a mobile home because, basically because, of course, a mobile home would be cheaper than a house with an actual foundation. Although a house with actual foundation will be better in the long run, because mobile homes' value will deteriorate over time. So VA won't let you do that. And there's like a certain particular level of good standing condition the house should be before they approve it. And if they approve it with a certain number of deteriorated condition in the house or something, and then you must have enough money to lend out to pay for the repairs. So yeah, so that's about it. It took us about a month and a half. So from the first, actually my search for a house started about 2 months ago, because I saw a house. I thought, maybe it's about time, since my husband is regular on his job and we have the qualifications to, get approved for a loan, a home loan. And then I thought it would be nice to just buy a house instead of renting, because we've been renting for the longest time, and that's money wasted over the years, because we don't invest it on anything, because it's going to the pocket of the the rental company or the owners of the apartment. So, I applied for the loan, got and find out that I won't be approved for that much, or I would be approved for that much, but the interest rate won't be too good or something with other lenders. So if you don't get approved with one lender, you can go to another lender and see if they can approve you for more. And yeah, in our case, we were in, I guess, very good hands, and I guess we were very blessed to actually find a place very close to my son's school. And it's a very decent place that hardly needed any kind of repairs, or at least nothing so major. It's like super minimal, minuscule repairs, actually, almost. So, and we got so close to certain areas of the town I wanted. nowhere close to us, a predator on a a child predator online, a child predator. Pretty much, you can just search their name online and see if there's any of your in your area, at least here in the U.S. Because here in the U.S., if you live closer to a school, um, more likely they are not allowed within, like, I think within the mile of a certain school, depending on what kind of sex offender they are. So yeah. I'm sorry this video takes so long, but if you're curious what else went on with buying my house, I think, after all the paperwork and whatnot is done, we have the house. And yeah, I'm not a banker or a realtor or anything like that. I'm just stating everything from my own experience as a first-time home buyer, and hopefully taught you something. Anyway, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you like to see more of my videos, you can check out my channel and subscribe for more. And I try to upload every Monday, and hope to see you guys soon. Don't forget, if you have questions, clarifications, and whatnot, please don't be shy to put it on the comment box below. Alright, everyone, have a nice weekend, and it's Christmas, almost Christmas, about 24 days more before Christmas. So goodbye and goodbye.